We're swiftly moving on to our next story, which is on Nollywood actor Ibrahim Suleiman, who says, with this cancelling culture, I am wondering where room is for people to evolve and change. Okay, so I support what he's saying, and when I read this, this guy came to mind. Who was the guy that was supposed to host the Grammys?
Liam. Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart came to mind, because of all the homophobic tweets that came back like years later. So I could resonate with that when I saw this, and that's my own belief as well.
That was also a response to Liam's when he said he was outraged. He felt really sad when his friend told him that a black man raped her, and then at that point he wanted to look for any black man to hurt and do that. So people were going after him and saying he's racist and all that.
Yeah.
That's where this is coming from. So I understand what he's saying, and I think I quite agree, because this power of social media thing is sometimes taking things to a level that I don't understand, because something little, they're not even thinking of it from the context this person is coming from. You just start calling and saying, oh, this person should be taking of this person should be cancelled, let's boycott this, let's boycott that. I mean, people change. I
think at the end of the day, based on this kind of recent activities that happen, that's why a lot of people don't get on social media, and a lot of people are careful, and I think we should take a leaf out of that we really ought to, especially like when Ife would say, like, as a celebrity, you should even be more careful, when you post something out there, especially if you know it can be quite controversial, so I think people should, just take a leaf out of that book and be more conscious of what they post.
Well, in my opinion, I think social media should be used for the right reasons and not the reasons they're being used for now, because people just use it to maybe blast other people or follow somebody else's lifestyle. Like, I like the example he gave. He said it's a known fact that he doesn't like draw soup. Then if he goes somewhere in 2029 and he happens to have a good draw soup and then he fell in love with it, change is the only thing that is constant. So will you say because he had tweeted in the past that I don't like draw soup, people will now come for him and say, oh, you're fake? Do you understand? Now, I like the fact you brought up Kevin, because he dropped homophobic tweets about a decade ago and it was used against him. He could have been homophobic 10 years ago and not homophobic anymore.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So people should learn to admire change, or I mean to embrace change, that okay, people do change. Today I'm like Elsie in black, and then tomorrow as she wears red, I'm like, oh, I prefer this red on Elsie. Do you understand? So I think people should just they need to understand that we're all human, and change is the only thing that is constant.
The worst part is, when it's actually in politics. You see, these guys are even entertainers. In politics, they dig as far back, to see if you said something that is
but
negative.
That's only right for politics, because you need to know.
No, but if you're saying it for the entertainment industry, you're saying it's not good for politics, then it's the same. It doesn't work that way.
No,
you
because
can't say
in
one
politics,
for entertainment.
you need to have a certain principle to be able to lead others.
That's what I'm saying. That principle might have changed from 10 years back. So you can't say that this applies in politics and cannot apply in entertainment.
No, I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying depending. I don't know where you're going to with politics.
Or the exact politician you're talking
about.
Do
you understand? I don't know where you're going to with politics, because I don't know. Where I'm coming from is the cancelling. Now, we do not cancel politicians. Now, if you're talking about this guy is now very smart, but he did not do WAEC. Do you understand that? You're saying, why are you people dragging him for not doing, but he has gotten a diploma in other courses and all of that. But this is a requirement for you to lead a country. Do you understand? It is in the law. So that's what I'm saying. Do not let us bring politics into this, because we will have a lot.
Politics and education are different. I'm just talking about
politics and education are different?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes. So I'm just talking about people and the mistakes that they've done in the past, hindering them from getting to where they want to go to.
Do you want to give us an example?
Yeah.
I'm just talking about generally.
From.
if a politician has raped someone in the past
Yes.
and then is running for office, we cannot neglect the fact that he's an ex-rapist or sex offender and then still expecting to rule our country. Now that applies, but in entertainment, you're a musician. It is your voice. It is the message in your music that we are listening to. It is your talent we are watching in the movies. So even if you're a sex offender and you come out and you say you have changed, I don't think it should hinder you from getting roles as long as you are not doing it in your
That's
industry.
what I'm saying, that, but
at
it
the
doesn't
moment.
work like that, because they will also always remember that, yes, you once raped someone, yes, you once did that.
Yes,
You know?
but
So that's my point.
It is general. It affects
Exactly,
everybody.
that's what I'm saying. So
But I'm
I'm
just
saying
saying that
we
with
should not.
politics and entertainment, they're two different.
No,
but
that's
we can
what I have an
trivialize.
issue with.
No, they are
I'm
two
saying,
different ballgames.
I know, but what I'm saying is that you can't say, okay, for it to be acceptable in one part and then for it not to be acceptable. I'm saying that let your past not hinder where you're
No, but
going.
that's what I'm saying. If you want to have this conversation, you have to be specific. So we can let
Exactly.
you know this is why it cannot happen. But when it comes to politics, if you're not being specific, it's different. It's difficult to talk generally.
Okay, all right.
yeah.
Yes, I would like to delve into a specific instance, but unfortunately,
No, you wouldn't
So
like
Kumbo,
it.
you are not going
just
to delve
want
into
to go.
anything.
Yes.
So
So let's
bye-bye.
go.
Let's go.